Your time now is 6:39. Like humans, animals don't get to pick and choose when something happens that puts their lives at risk. And when those situations arise, most veterinarians in the Borderland rely on dogs to donate blood on the spot. But in this special report, we learned it can be a challenge for vets. In Katie the Great Dane's 12 years on Earth, her owner Loretta Hyde says she saved the lives of more than 100 dogs by giving her blood.
She turned out to be the biggest lifesaver. To the day she died, she always gave back.
On the receiving end, dogs like Silver Fox. Owner Julie Rutledge says after a sudden cancer diagnosis,
it was just shocking.
Fox needed multiple transfusions.
At the time, I didn't even know that that was a possibility or something that could be done. Every time she got a blood transfusion, it was like a miracle. I mean, talk about the gift of life.
Just like humans, dogs need blood transfusions for more than just chronic illnesses, but for any type of blood loss, like getting poisoned or hit by a car. But there are only so many dog donors in the Borderland ready to assist. Dr. Roger Friend is a veterinarian at Coronado Animal Clinic.
Most clinics have either a dog that belongs to one of the veterinarians or one of the staff members that has a dog. Some clinics have a list of clients that are willing to bring their dogs in to pick up, to have their transfusions done on a last-minute basis. And locally, that's about all we have.
The only clinic with a blood bank in the Borderland, the El Paso Animal Emergency Center. It has 3 greyhounds that regularly donate blood that's then stored in parts, used an average of 3 times a month. But most vets rely on other dogs ready to donate at a moment's notice.
We still rely on whole blood transfusion from dogs that we have, because most of what we're doing is emergency type transfusion things that we need an immediate transfusion on.
Universal blood donors are ideal, but when seconds count, sometimes just finding any dog donor can put vets in a bind.
The real challenge is getting your donor dog here as well. If your owner's not home at the time and you call, if your dog is sick, your dog's got something they can't do, so you kind of source around, backup after backup.
The blood only lasts 14 days. Doggy donors then need 3 weeks for their blood supply to replenish before giving blood again.
Okay.
It's a process Dr. Friend demonstrates on Cheyenne, a 1-year-old 100-pound Great Pyrenees. Because she's also due for a spay, Cheyenne is put under general anesthesia.
We use some sort of sedation to get the dog to sit still.
After a hair clipping and a prick of a needle, Cheyenne's blood begins to flow. 250 cc's of blood later, it's ready to be transfused into another dog.
This is an emergency situation. This is what we would do. We'd get a dog in, we'd get blood from it, and we'd put it into another dog.
Dr. Friend says that the transfusion is a relatively painless process for dogs, and for Cheyenne, within a couple of minutes, she's already starting to wake up. Rutledge says a transfusion gave her an extra 2 weeks with her fox, thanks to Katie.
It gave us a chance to tell her goodbye and to have that quality time.
Rutledge is determined to have one of her dogs become a donor soon and hopes others will also consider.
I think getting the awareness out is just such a good feeling.
Not only do they make us feel proud, it's just a cycle. They save lives. That gratitude comes back so many ways. It goes full circle.
Dogs and owners forever bonded by blood. And it really goes full circle. Loretta and Julie always stay in contact. And